Hey friends, Taylor and Rachel here.
Hello.
Again. We're popping on to say something a little different today.
A little different tone than you're used to.
We're gonna spill the tea with you.
Ruffle some feathers. But we gotta do it, right? It's time.
Okay, so sorry, not sorry in advance. We love you
We do
all.
love you so much. That's why we're doing this.
We want to just put some hard truths out there. Some may resonate with you and just maybe make you ask yourself some questions. So think about what obstacles are getting in your way. Hear us out.
Think about what society is telling us. We might challenge it a little. Really just all because we set out to create a studio that promotes the very best that we can find in all of our clients and that you can find in yourself. So some of these things we've been thinking about talking about for a while, and we are just going to do it. So
Today's the day.
It's here. So at the end of this, maybe you'll be inspired to overcome some of your obstacles and maybe make some hard changes that you've thought about for a while but haven't done. Spill the tea.
What's the tea, girlfriend?
All right, here we go. You do have time to work out. You do. Tell you the truth about it. You have to make time. If you added up all the time you were scrolling on Instagram, or the 30 minutes early you sat in car line, or the time maybe you're Netflixing during the day or chatting with your friends on the phone. Listen, I know all that stuff is things you'd like to do, but is it taking away other things that are important to you? Other things that could be or should be a priority,
Yeah.
right? And it doesn't mean like I'm telling you have to work out 7 days a week. I'm talking just 1 hour, 50 minutes, 2 to 3 times a week. I promise you, you have that. I promise.
Totally. And you led right into, I feel like, my hard truth that hopefully people are starting to come around to, but I feel like we have just been fed these lies that you have to do more. So like you said, we're not saying, okay, 5 days a week, like you have to be some crazy gym psycho bodybuilder.
Yeah.
But let's start saying no to the things that are not making us feel good.
That is so good.
And let's say yes to a lunchtime Pilates class. Get a smoothie afterwards. Like, you are killing two birds with one stone. So I feel like we're always trying to do more, but like, are those things that we're doing more of important? Are they making us feel good? Are they adding value to our lives?
Are they taking the place of things that we would rather be doing? Right? This is just at the very bones of this, it's just priority setting,
For sure.
honestly. But I don't think some of us are capable of stepping back and saying, like, is that ladies' lunch that I go to regularly, like, do I really want to be there? Or is that that fifth volunteer opportunity that I did, like, I know all these things are great, but I hear moms all the time be like, I'm so stressed, I have too much on my plate, I can't find the time. Well, you have the power to take some of that off of your plate, right? You are the one committing to this. You are in control of your schedule, what you're doing, and what you're making time for. Also, like, yeah, you might have to wake up a little earlier. Yes, you might have to ask your husband one night a week to watch the kids or like make dinner. You might have to slip out on a Saturday morning. That is how you find time and make time for things that are important to you.
For sure. And I think that is something very small. Like, let's say adding in that weekend workout. Maybe you don't have time during the week, but on the weekend, maybe you do have time. So like shifting gears a little bit and making that a priority. And I guarantee you that small little change will make a huge difference.
Yeah. And then it becomes a habit and then you don't even think about it. It's like Friday night. Okay, well, I'm not going to have that third drink because I have Pilates in the morning.
Yep.
So then
Exactly. It's such a ripple effect. Like, I didn't even think about that before. You're like, okay, nope, I already booked myself into that 8 a.m. class. We're going to stop on the second martini.
We're not saying don't have the martini. We love martinis.
Love a good dirty martini.
Like our favorite thing in the world. But maybe it's only 1 or 2 and it's not that plus a bottle of wine, right? And please, we are not like judgmental. We are right there with you. We've got 2 businesses. We have 3 kids each. We love to go out to eat. We have husbands. We have social lives. But it is about the big picture of how do I make this all work together, right?
Absolutely.
And I think that leads into, well, do you have another hard truth you want to go at?
No, you go for it.
Okay, clearly I'm the aggressive one here. So, like, Rach, what does let's define what we mean by health and wellness. Because what is out there on the Instagram feed, what is out there on the cover of like, you know, the magazine, like, is that really health? Is that really longevity?
I feel like now we're being told two lies, okay?
Yep. So lies.
One, first we're too skinny.
Oh yeah, remember that? Like, we needed to be muscular because strong women are hot.
Yeah. So first we are too skinny, but now we're like also going on to the other side of the spectrum where, quite frankly, like we're getting promoted obesity. Like,
yeah.
So it's like, okay, we get that. Skinny is not healthy. That's not what that has never been what we preach.
No.
We want you to be strong. We want you to feel good in your body, and we want you to feel confident.
Yeah.
And I think being able to marry all of that and then watch it spill over into your relationships with yourself, with your husband, with your friends.
Yes.
I think that is wellness. Like, yes, we need to eat clean. We need to do the workouts, but bringing all of those things together has such a weight on your mental state. And I think that's how we truly become well.
And your emotional state.
Yeah.
Like, think about it. You're going out to dinner. You really want to wear that dress, but you don't feel good in it. So you wear that dress. You don't feel as good at dinner. You're looking at your friend's outfit. Y'all know you've all had these like rabbit holes of thought processes, right? Where like we all want to feel beautiful for our significant others. Like, we want to feel healthy and strong for our kids. We want to feel balanced mentally and not stressed out. Like, that is what we mean by health. Health to us is not a six-pack. Health to us is not, are you a size 4, right? And I get so frustrated with people who check their box of health because they came to the gym.
Yeah.
That's it. Like, that in their mind is like, I'm healthy, I work out. There's just so much more to it that you have to address, you have to look at, you have to, like, some people are just sweeping this under the rug, being like, I'm healthy because I do my Pilates class. Well, what is happening the other 23 hours of your day? Right?
Yeah.
It's 1 hour of your day.
Yeah, we are a small portion of it.
So small. And the rest is up to you. And we give you support and guidelines to hopefully like make the rest of your day look really well, but you have to do that, not us, but we want to help you get there.
Tell me about biggest trend. What are you seeing?
You're gonna make me be the one to say this?
Yes, I
okay.
am.
Weight loss drugs.
Yeah, it's the immediate gratification situation. And I feel like the introduction of said shot. That's that AKA from here on, said shot, okay? I feel like that's just like the cherry on top of the instant gratification. But what comes next? Like, what comes after that?
Also,
what is happening?
Okay, so let's go back for a second on that topic. What do we mean by health and wellness? We are trying to literally increase your lifespan. We are trying to prevent disease. We are trying to teach you habits that are going to literally make you live longer, make you be able to play with your grandkids. Like, really think hard about that. Is said shot doing that for you? What are the risks of this shot? What are we seeing with clients on the shot who are still coming into the studio?
Oh man. Ugh. It's like decreased muscle, less their ability to
stamina.
Yes, stamina is just way decreased. We're seeing some hair loss. It's just, and this is
hormone disruption, like
also clients coming to us.
Yes, being like, I was on this shot and this happened, and like, what do I do? Oh my God, what did I do to myself? Right?
Yeah.
And props to them for like wanting to fix it, but also like, why are we striving to be the same weight we were when we were 20?
Right.
You guys, that is probably, I'm gonna be really honest, not possible. If you've had kids, if you've like, your hormones have changed, if you are 35, 40, 45, 50, we are not going to have the same body that we had in our 20s. Thank God we had a lot of fun when we had those bodies.
Amen to that.
Amen. Thank God I went to Vegas in my 20s, okay? Now listen, like, we're owners of a fitness studio, and I'm not trying to tell you to, like, be overweight, but what I am trying to tell you is I have clients in the studio who are like, I have 10 more pounds to go and then I'll get off the shot. I have 15 more pounds to go until I'm at the same weight in my 20s and then I'm gonna get off of it. And I'm like, what do you think about that?
Yeah. And like, it is just, it's not easy to do on your own. We are not trying to sugarcoat that. It is not easy.
Nor is it quick.
No, it is not. It's not quick.
Scientifically, how long does it take to see changes in your body?
I would say on like the low end, 6 to 8 weeks. And that would be if you're like pretty regimented. Yeah.
Like not eating whatever you want on the weekends, not drinking, working out very regularly, hitting your steps on your watch. Like that is minimum. If you want to get like shredded, how long would you say that takes? I'm gonna say a year, 6 months to a year.
For it to be sustainable, I think that's another thing that we have to look at here, and not just of this new shot, but really with anything, any like in our wellness coaching, any fad diet that has come into the picture, they are sitting right back in the chair with us saying, I have tried everything and now I'm gonna try
just living.
Exactly. Lifestyle choices. And those are the things that are sustainable. So yes, you're gonna get a quick fix. You're gonna get that instant gratification. You're gonna see the number on the scale, but then what? Like what is our end game here? What is the plan?
Also, are you learning how to live healthy? So what happens when this shot comes out in a year and there's a class action lawsuit because everyone has fill in the blank, right? All of a sudden you can't take the shot anymore. Have you learned how to eat healthy? Have you learned what consistent exercise is? Have you really adjusted your life to hit your goals? The answer is probably no. I'm not saying everyone hasn't, but there are a lot of people who are not. And I just think we've been kind of quiet about it for a while because it's honestly, I've kind of felt like it's not my business.
Yeah. But and look, it is not.
It's not really our business what you choose. But we are saying this because we care about our clients so much. And I know you guys value what we say, right? I mean, I hope that we're trusted and respected, by you as someone who is an expert in wellness and an expert in health. And when we say health, I think it's a much bigger word for us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so you're sitting there being like, oh gosh, they're talking to me.
Which we are not.
We are not. We are talking to everyone. But you're feeling some of the stuff that we just said. And you're sitting there thinking, like, all of this is so overwhelming. Where do I start? How do I start to change this without flipping my life upside down?
Okay, so my suggestion is pick up some weights. Pick up some heavy weights.
Yes.
And don't be afraid of it. Don't be afraid of walking on an incline on the treadmill. I don't know if you see that at all, but I feel like people are even afraid to like walk on an incline because they're afraid that their legs will bulk. Like, ladies, we're just, it will take a long, long time for you to have any sort of muscle bulking. Don't be afraid of it. We want muscles. We need muscles to be strong. We need muscles to burn fat. So if you want to know the real secret, it's build muscle.
The more lean muscle mass you have on, the more resting calories you burn. That's like a scientific way to say it. What it basically means is that your body's burning more calories when you're not working out, the more muscle you have on your body. And by the way, what weighs more than fat?
Muscle.
So if you start working out and the scale isn't dropping, but like you're getting more definition in your arms, your clothes are fitting differently, that is okay. That is actually like good.
Yeah.
Something you want. The scale will eventually adjust. But yeah, we can't have in our mind that like skinny is the only way. Right? And that if you're strong, all of a sudden you're not feminine or you're not a woman.
For sure. And I think that is another piece of advice is we're constantly looking at everyone.
Yeah.
And we are like putting ourselves in these categories.
Yes.
But it's like my body is my body. It will only change even so much.
Correct.
Even if I'm doing everything perfectly, which I personally don't want to live that way.
Yeah.
I want to live my life, and I like to have my body just be in maintenance mode where I can still have fun, I can still enjoy things. I'm not ever fighting with a number on the scale.
Ever.
I don't
Ever.
I do not. I have actually no idea how much I weigh, and I like to just, my clothes fit, I feel good. I can start telling when I start to be like, I feel uncomfortable, I don't feel as good. Okay,
maybe I'll go on an extra walk.
We're gonna do a check-in.
We'll do a check-in, or maybe I'll make some adjustments, right? I really, my hope for every client would be to find that freedom that Rachel just talked about, because in our wellness coaching, we have seen so many people like in this internal battle with themselves.
That's it.
Over how many macros am I eating? What? I can't count calories? Oh my God, you're asking me to eat an egg. Well, I can eat the yolk? Like, guys, that is not a way to live, right? If you can find freedom with loving your body. I mean, like, look at Rachel and I sitting next to each other. My body, ooh, look at that sweat. Okay, my body is never gonna be Rachel's body. And I know that. Right? Like, God made her this way. God made me this way. I am not trying to be Rachel. So everyone stop trying to be anyone other than your beautiful self, because all of you are beautiful. No matter what you're striving to be. I'll have someone who is so muscular look at me and ask me to be like the skinny girl next to her. And the skinny girl next to her will look at me and ask me to be like the muscular girl next to her. And I'm like, guys.
Yeah.
Guys, come on. Like, try to be the best version of yourself and stop striving for your idea of perfection. Because, by the way, those women you see who have the six-pack, who have 0% muscle mass, body fat, who you think are perfect, what's probably going on with their bodies, Rachel?
Well, it could be a number of things, but they're probably in like adrenal fatigue, hormone imbalance. Like, it's not always realistic.
It's not the way our bodies were meant to live in a homeostatic state, right? Like, our bodies have a state where they're good. We can push them one way and we can get to those results, but it's not our body's natural state of being as women. And so when we do get to that state, we've had to tax our body pretty hard, and it's not sustainable. So you have to find where that is for your body. And I think we've personally done it. I've put myself into adrenal fatigue, not knowing any better. We've been to points where we had shredded six packs, but we were literally working all day long to do that.
Yes.
All day long. And so I would just hope that the freedom that we have found can be passed on to you guys, that we could be your support systems to get there. If you really listen to us, you watch us, you do our challenges, you read the literature that we send out, it's gonna help you get there, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that, we've been on this journey for a decade now.
10 years.
And the also internal work that we have had to do to get to this place. We're not saying you're going to wake up tomorrow and you're going to be like, I am so happy just how I am, don't need to change a thing. Like, you're always going to have that thing that you do that maybe you want to tweak a little bit or change, and that is totally normal. But really, like, looking within and being happy with yourself and where you are, and not identifying just with
how you look.
Yeah.
My husband told me this one time. He's gonna like that I gave him a shout out. I was in this state recently of just like not feeling good about my body, and he's like, listen, do you know what I was most attracted to you for? Was your confidence. And you have let some illness that you're going through rob you of that confidence that you have, all because your jeans are a little tighter. And I was like, oh wow. I was like a little bit profound.
Yeah.
I was like, you're right. Like, you're right.
Justin coming with the hard truth.
Justin coming with the hard truth. I was like mad at him when he said that, and then I cried, and then I was like, God, he's right. Like, it doesn't matter if I'm a size up in jeans right now because of some things that are happening. Like, I am still just as beautiful on the inside as I've always been, and like, I just personally needed to hear that. So maybe y'all needed to hear that, because like, again, we're right there with you. Like, we are not perfect. We are not judgmental. We're just trying to share what we've learned with you guys.
1000%. So thank you for listening
to us rant. And if your feathers are ruffled, just smooth them back down and start to make the changes.
Yes, we love you.
Bye.